This video shows how to activate the NDI-HX signal on the GYHC550N or GYHC500N cameras. These two models can generate an NDI-HX signal that will be seen by any device that has an NDI input. The JVC500 series has a connection via Ethernet, via USB via an adapter, or in the case of the GYHC550 even with internal Wi-Fi. These cameras have the particularity that they can generate NDI-HX in any connection mode, and capture it with any equipment on the market that is capable of seeing an NDI-HX signal. On the screen you can see at the bottom the image of the GYHC550 that is being used for this tutorial that enters through the SDI signal. In the upper part is part of the OBS panel. And on the right we have the web remote control panel of the camera, where simply if it is connected to an IP network, entering the IP address in the web browser has all the control of the camera remotely. This is also effective when working with HDMI, SDI or NDI signals. To configure camera, press the menu button and scroll to System. Under System, press Record Set. Then Record Format, and press the button again to bring up various options. In the N models the NDI-HX function is available, which is the one that will be shown in this video. Select this option and confirm. Within the NDI-HX menu you can select the Full HD or 1280 by 720 resolution, the frame rate, 50 or 60 progressive, the bit rate, 12 megabits, 16 megabits or 20 megabits. Then there is device name that can be freely modified in case there is more than one device that can be easily identified. One point below is group name that can also be modified. If user 1 is pressed, the camera is reset to become the active configuration, but in this case it is not necessary since the NDI-HX configuration is already configured. For this reason in this video, cancel is pressed and the menu is exited. Now the camera is already configured to deliver the NDI-HX signal, but it still does not deliver a signal since to obtain the NDI-HX signal the streaming function must be started and the camera will show the word live on the viewfinder. To activate streaming, go to the Network menu, then to Streaming and there select ON. But there is also another way that I explain below. Go back and go to Camera Function and see which user button is assigned to Live Streaming, or if it is not assigned you can assign it yourself. In this case, user 3 is assigned, so streaming is activated directly by pressing said button. Once the button is pressed, Live appears in the camera viewfinder. To see the NDI-HX signal go to the OBS panel like the one shown above for Assign an NDI source. Select Default as the example and accept. Open the checkbox where the camera is already advertised. In this case HC5501 is selected and accepted. We already have the NDI-HX signal source on the screen. I make it small to see it as a reference. Now in the web control panel you can see how you have absolute control over both your physical SDI output and the NDI-HX signal channel. The remote gives access to virtually all settings and even the camera menu. On the remote panel you can control the white balance, zoom slowly, quickly, etc. The control is absolute and you even have access to the user buttons where you can stop the NDI-HX transmission. In this case if you stop the image in the OBS is frozen as you can see. If you want to activate it again, simply press Live Streaming and the transmission is activated again. It is important that the streaming always starts before the selection of the NDI source input in OBS, as sometimes the software is not able to identify an NDI channel once the OBS input selection interface has been opened. So far this tutorial. Thanks for watching this video.